On that fateful day, an atmosphere of fear and violence enveloped the region, fueled by hate-filled slogans directed at Kashmiri Pandits. This marked the onset of their brutal persecution, aimed at erasing their presence from their ancestral homeland. The historical backdrop of Kashmir reveals a gradual demographic shift, with Hindus becoming a minority over centuries of Muslim rule and conversions. This fundamental change laid the groundwork for the conflicts and tensions that would follow in the region. The political instability that arose after India's independence in 1947, coupled with subsequent Pakistani aggression, significantly worsened the situation for Kashmiri Pandits. This led to an escalation of conflicts that further marginalized the Hindu community within Kashmir. The Indira Sheikh Accord was intended to stabilize Jammu and Kashmir. However, it instead provoked backlash from local groups, which undermined Sheikh Abdullah's authority. This reaction set the stage for future conflicts in the area. Following the victory of the Afghan Mujahideen over the Soviet Union, Pakistan intensified its involvement in Kashmir, supporting separatist movements to destabilize India without direct military engagement. The rise of Islamic fundamentalism in the region gained momentum, largely due to political leaders like Ghulam Muhammad Shah, who sought electoral support by appealing to the Muslim majority. His actions further fueled communal tensions. The reopening of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya in 1986 ignited tensions, resulting in widespread violence against Hindus in Kashmir. This event represented a significant shift in the religious dynamics within the region. The Muslim United Front emerged with the intention of rallying the Muslim majority against Kashmiri Pandits, exposing the political manipulation behind the escalating tensions. Their calls for Quranic law resonated with many local Muslims. A campaign of targeted killings against influential Kashmiri Pandits erupted in 1989, underscoring the organized efforts to intimidate and eliminate this community from the valley. Prominent figures were deliberately singled out to instill widespread fear. With VP Singh as Prime Minister and Mufti Muhammad Sayeed as Home Minister, there was an aim to foster goodwill among Kashmiri Muslims. However, this effort was quickly undermined by rising terrorism in the region. The kidnapping of Mufti Sayeed's daughter by terrorists led to significant government concessions that inadvertently emboldened extremists. This incident triggered a wave of violence and kidnappings, particularly targeting Kashmiri Pandits. The night of January 19, 1990, is now infamous for the mass exodus of Kashmiri Pandits, who fled their homes in fear. Many experienced betrayal from those they once considered allies. Between 1990 and 1992, over 70,000 families of Kashmiri Pandits fled the valley, driven by extreme fear and violence. The brutality they faced included the killing of men, women, and children. Conditions for Kashmiri Pandits in refugee camps were dire. Inadequate support contributed to their suffering, with many losing their lives due to harsh weather. A significant number were forced to beg to survive. Over the years, terrorist attacks continued to target Kashmiri Pandits and other Hindu communities, striving to establish a Muslim-majority region in Kashmir. This violence perpetuated widespread fear and prompted further exodus. Government initiatives, including job announcements and housing projects, have been implemented to aid the return of Kashmiri Pandits. However, these efforts have yielded limited success throughout the years. Recent political changes, such as the removal of Article 370, sought to stabilize the region. Yet, ongoing terrorist activities continue to pose significant threats to returning families. Understanding the historical context of the Kashmiri Pandit exodus in the 1990s is crucial for grasping their current plight and emotional scars. The memories of violence still linger heavily within the community.